Miranda Buenafe Peña, Intalent, Dollard, Chris Ross, Marshall Lassiter, Jumar Fajardo, Arwin Santos, and Kevin Jones rounding out the starting five. Immediately, Dollard attacking the defense, but San Miguel Beer getting their first stop of the game. The ball goes the other way, and this defense of San Miguel Beer has been something to behold here almost at the middle point of the elimination round with Arwin Santos, Marshall Lassiter, and a rejuvenated and healthy Chris Ross leading the way. Ito San Miguel Beer, nakikita natin talagang banking on their defense to start up their offense. Peña, binigay muna kay Denok Miranda. Denok, double team, tries to get it to Buenafe. Marshall Lassiter disturbing that play. Nakakaiwan na lang ng 3 segundo sa shot clock ng Barako Bull.
If you look at the slate of the San Miguel Beermen, 3-1, natalo lang sila dito sa talk and text. So they've been playing well. You know, even if they won their first 2 games, they decided to change their import. Itong si Kevin Jones. Madami nagtaka, bakit? Nakaka-2 wins ka naman eh. Now you understand what Kevin Jones can give to the San Miguel Beermen. He has the ability, just like that, to shoot from the outside. He can also pass to the inside. He can get Jumar Fajardo help inside. So yun ang kagandahan ng high and low offense nila. Plus, he doesn't turn the ball over.
You know, yung sinabi ni Coach B-Boy Ravanes na Kevin Jones should be the complement that they need para dito kay Jumar Fajardo. The other side, there's Dollar. He faces up, misses the jumper. And the battle for the board. Pupunta sa San Miguel Beer dahil may foul na matatawag on Dorian Peña.
Kapag malakas ang team mo, just like the San Miguel Beermen, naghahanap ka ng import that can complement the other guys, not necessarily dominate.
Reminding everyone, this PLDT Home Team Evolution PBA Commissioner's Cup is presented to you by PLDT Home Team Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
And on the flip side naman, itong Barako Bull, they need an import that can actually dominate.
Santos, cross-court pass. Ross, binigay kay Lassiter for 3. And Jones, the offensive rebound, doing all the other things para dito sa San Miguel Beer as Santos penetrates and devastates.
Just too easy for Arwin Santos. Nobody helping out on defense for Barako Bull. You know, Barako Bull always been known that they can score because they have the ability to do that. Ang nangyayari lang dito sa Barako Bull, nauubusan pagdating sa dulo because they get tired. Plus, pag kinakailangan na ng stops down the road, dun sila nahihirapan.
When you look at the stats line itong Barako Bull at the end of games, as Junior Fajardo inside, makikita mo na 5-4 na players lagi double figures. Well, they have to do a good job defensively if they want to beat San Miguel Beer, which is up 6-0.
Ang kagandahan dito kay Junmar, because even if he's inside there, he's already a scoring presence. So ang ibig sabihin nun, it gives opportunities to the others as well. So as long as you have him back there, even if he's not 100% just yet, meron na siyang ibibigay para sa'yo.
The key term there is presence. Napasa nandun sa loob ng floor, something always happens para dito sa SMB.
Kailangan mong bantayan eh. There's no way that you can leave him alone. He's got good footwork, he's got a pretty good touch from the perimeter, and he knows how to seal.
And I'm sure Arwin Santos notices all those things mula sa kanyang franchise center. One of the guys, Dom, na I think is benefiting because of the huge presence of Fajardo on the floor.
Ang kagandahan, if you're Arwin Santos and you have Junmar on the floor, pag nandyan si Junmar, pwede ka maglaro sa labas. Pag wala naman si Junmar, pwede ka naman maglaro sa loob. Plus, Arwin Santos has the athletic ability to crash the boards, kind of like a Japet Aguilar. So, hindi siya yung number 1 na i-box out nung kalaban because kailangan nila i-box out yung import tsaka itong si Junmar. Hindi siya na yung pangatlo, so he will get more opportunities.
Mintal trying to make the most out of that opportunity, but this is the first jumper. San Miguel Beer the other way. Oh, they find Fajardo inside. Kay Naboli Dorian Peña. Fajardo. Nilabas muna kay Chris Ross. He's been hitting that outside shot, just not that time. But ball will stay with San Miguel Beer.
You know, in anything, lalo na dito sa basketball, madaming mga trades na nangyayari. It's all a matter of perspective. You gotta see what an additional player or malipat ka na ibang team, ano bang magagawa mo to maximize those opportunities.
Speaking about maximizing opportunities, opportunities. Marshall Lassiter with a 3. Brought to you by PLDT Hope Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Balikan natin yung last conference. Itong San Miguel Beermen, known as Petron Blaze at that time, they were able to string up a number of wins kahit na may mga injuries. So that's a matter of perspective na kahit na may injuries, let's try to up our ball game to be able to get those wins. That's really how you look at things.
Josh Dollard whistled for the foul. Chris Ross, high five pa kay PBA Commissioner ni Chino sa unang sunding table sandali. You can just see the hustle itong mga guards and wingmen of San Miguel Beer. As Kevin Jones, too strong on the jumper. 11-0. Almost 4 minutes gone by inside the first quarter. Buenafe wants to rectify the situation but misses. San Miguel Beer on the run. Ross, naghanap na papasahan. Fajardo, oh, I thought he was going to take the 3.
Can you imagine once Junmar Fajardo actually starts taking those shots and then makes them? Napakahirap ng pigilan talaga.
That's been the trend, di ba? Big man, extending the range way out of the 3-point line. So hindi malayo mangyari para dito kay Junmar Fajardo.
Especially when you're hobbled by injuries. Ang magagawa mo lang naman usually sa practice, mag-practice ka ng shooting eh. Diba? That's the least amount of effort. So if you're able to do that, paminsan magugustuhan mo yun, you get the touch. Slowly, you work on it.
Josh Dollard trying to work on the defense of Junmar Fajardo, fishes a foul.
A little bit of frustration now for Barako Bull. Kung papansin mo, their offense, they're more or less going one-on-one.
Still scoreless itong Barako Bull Energy Cola. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the first. Buenafe crosses over, drives down the middle, puts it up, misses. But Dollard finally puts Barako Bull on the board.
I really like the work ethic of Josh Dollard. Kahit na hindi siya yung nag-create ng tira yun, he made an opportunity for himself with that offensive rebound.
Dollard, nasa poste. Pinasa kay Pinisi for 3. Arwin clears it. Fajardo, nasa poste kontra Vic Pinisi. Fajardo using his strength. Throws around the defense. That shot just rolls out. Fajardo will go to the line.
Hindi madali urong si Mick Pinisi. Mararamdaman mo yung bigat ng depensa ni Pinisi once you spin. And Fajardo felt it. The good thing about Fajardo, he did not lose his footing.
And for big men, tulad dito si Junmar Fajardo, yung footwork na yan, it's going to be really an important weapon for them as their career goes on.
Look at Ranidel De Ocampo. Why is he so hard to defend? Dahil napakaganda ng kanyang footwork. That's why they say, ang magandang pre-basketball sport is soccer.
Get that footwork on, but hard to guard. San Miguel Beer. Miranda dancing with his defender. Puts it up high off the glass, pero naka-rebound ulit si Junmar Fajardo. Ross kicks it out to Arwin. Open for 3. That's good for Arwin. Santos 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Hope Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Napakahirap pigilan ng San Miguel Beer. 16-2 ang kanilang lamang. 6:19 remaining here in the first. Chris Ross penetrating, dishing, Arwin swishing the 3-point shot.
Injury, but if they continue to play good team defense, then they're right on track. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Apple. And that's an age-old saying in basketball. Na may day off yung offense mo, but defense will always be there.
It's all about effort. You know, if basically kung hindi ka dumipensa, you're on day off.
Josh Dollard attacking the defense. San Miguel Beer attracts 3 defenders at nakabingwit ng foul.
Right off that timeout, alam mo anong sinabi ni Coach Bong Ramos. Puntahan natin yung ating import because he's the guy that can really bring them back in this ball game in terms of scoring.
But let me ask you though, aside from scoring, which we know na kayang-kayang gawin ni Josh Dollard, ano pa yung gusto mong makita mula sa import nito para?
Yung intensity, and I talked about also the pacing of Josh Dollard because if you remember in that previous game, nung kalaban nilang Air 21, 2 games ago, he was held down to about 14, 15 points. So last game, gusto niya makabalik. Pumukpok siya first and second quarter. Seemed like in the fourth quarter, in their previous game, napagod itong si Josh Dollar. So you know that he can score, but he also needs to be able to pace himself na hindi siya maubusan pagdating sa dulo.
Kevin Jones. This is the short stab at the rim. Baracabul, sinusubukan pa rin makahabol dito. Down by 13 points. Dollar. That jumper is good for Josh Dollar. 5 points sa ating laro.
All the 5 points of Baracabul. And you know, by saying what I just said, na kailangan mag-pace siya, that's also a cue for the locals of Baracabul. Because if they don't start doing what they need to do in terms of offense, mahihirapan itong si Josh Dollar.
San Miguel Beer, another offensive rebound. Chris Ross drives to the rim and gets fouled. He makes a lot of things happen. Talking about Chris Ross at si Denok Miranda na pito ng pangalawang foul. Every time he penetrates, opens things up for the rest of the San Miguel Beermen.
On the opposite side of the court, ano naman ang nagagawa ni Chris Ross? He creates a lot of turnovers for his team. Ang ganda ng kanyang ginagawa. He plays the passing lane really well. He gets a number of steals plus deflections as well.
Mga kapatid, para maging updated sa latest at exclusive sports news, bisitahin lang ang www.sports5.ph at mag-log on para updated every day. No conversions on that trip. Nananatili 16-5 ang ating score. All 5 points of Baracabul. Laki Josh Dollar, and that trend continues as Josh Dollar connects on another jumper.
They're getting points on the board, but my concern is the offense is very stagnant para sa Baracabul.
It's basically been Dollar or nothing at all. Here's Arwin. Attacking defense ni Willie Wilson. Tira, Dollar the rebound. 4 rebounds already para kay Josh Dollar. Fires away for 3. No friendly bounce para kay Dollar. Marshall Lassiter looking for an opening. Binigay kay Kevin Jones. Miguel Beer moving the ball. Santos binigay kay Ross on the back cut. Finds Kevin Jones. Free for a jumper. That's good.
So different yung opensa ng San Miguel Beer compared to Baracabul. San Miguel moving that basketball, getting open shots, getting easy shots. Ito namang Baracabul so far, just all Josh Dollar.
Willie Wilson, pinapatay ni Arwin. Binigay kay Ron J. Buenafe. Buenafe penetrates, fakes, puts it up finally but misses.
Could have taken the shot before those two fakes.
Lassiter wisely. Hintay muna ng mga kakampi. Santos kontra Wilson. Pinapit yung screen ni Kevin Jones. Step back, fake. Gives it inside to Kramer. Balik sa labas kay Kevin Jones. That's good for Kevin Jones. That three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Team Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
It's very easy once you move that basketball. Again, itong si Kevin Jones, yung mga tira niya, uncontested pa halos lahat.
And finally, a basket from someone outside of Josh Dollar. Jerick Fortuna coming in for that layup.
Miscommunication that time on defense of the Beermen, leaving Fortuna wide open for this layup.
Got the foul from Arwin Santos. For more on the San Miguel Beermen, let's turn it over to Apple David.
James, mahirap ma-interview ng magkasama itong si Chris Ross at Sol Mercado dahil sa sobrang closest nila ay nauusap biroan ng usapan. But when it comes to basketball, sila ang best critic ng isa't isa. Sabi nga ni Sol, Chris was the best player last game but he missed.
Umar and the Jolly Giant, Jolly Escobar, calling the action para po sa ating radio coverage.
Ngayon pa lang narinig ko na, the Jolly Giant. I like that.
He's 6'4" and he's a very happy man.
Always smiling. Never ko pa nakita nakasimangot itong si Jolly Escobar.
Kaya po sa mga kalalayo sa mga telebisyon. Ayan. Binig lang po kayo sa Sports Radio 918. 24-10. Sol Mercado finally on the floor para sa San Miguel Beer. May groin injury siya nung nakaraang laro. Some rest. Now Sol looks ready to rumble.
So with the way Sol Mercado moves, you have a groin injury, you want him to rest just one game dahil mahirap na kapag na-strain pa yan ng mas malala, mas matatagal mawawala itong si Sol Mercado.
Willie Wilson misses the gimme but pitches a foul.
Willie Wilson, one of those players that can make things happen on the floor even without the basketball. Ang kagandaan dito kay Willie, knows how to play defense, will get offensive rebounds, will set good screens.
And you mentioned offensive rebounds, Dom. Dun sa kaisa-isang panalo nung Barako Bull against San Miguel Beer in the previous conference, they actually out-rebounded itong San Miguel Beer Petron Basin. At ito mga kapatid, malapit na PBA All-Star Weekend. Abangan ang pagsasama-sama ng paborito ng PBA players. At ang highlight niyan, Bakbakang Gilas Pilipinas versus PBA All-Stars, PBA All-Star Weekend. April 4 to 6 na yan dito sa TV5. 24 to 12, huge advantage para San Miguel Beer. 2 minutes left here in the first. Marshall Lassiter fires and hits for three. Brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Marshall Lassiter still hot from the previous game from the three-point area. Marshall Lassiter shooting 38% from that area, but in the previous game, in the fourth quarter, he knocked down 3 three-point shots.
Disruptive defense mula sa San Miguel Beer. Fortuna looking for an opening. Eric Fortuna pulls up. Just couldn't convert. Another rebound para sa San Miguel Beer. Mercado. Service dribble. Cross-court pass. Chris Lutz open. Santira. Rebound ito si Jeric Fortuna. Fortuna. Having to screen ni Felici. Wilson. Left wing. Penetrate. Game muna with Josh Dollar. Faces up against Kramer and knocks down the jumper.
He's been very effective when he faces up against Kramer.
27 to 14. Mercado. Smaller Jeric Fortuna on it. Wants to take the outside shot. Mintis. Dollar doing everything for Barako Bull, also holding down rebounds. 5 in the game. Dancing with his defender. Dollar. Oh, picks up his dribble. Binigay ni Carlo Lastimosa. Subalbal. Marshall Lassiter getting outside shots and blocking outside shots on the defensive end.
Great anticipation that time by Marshall Lassiter.
Yung motor ni Marshall, talagang hindi mo matatawaran niya. Displays all out on both ends of the floor.
Well, you have to understand, Marshall Lassiter is really long. Diba ang haba ng wingspan niya? He's very athletic.
Wilson, crafty veteran, inside with the finish.
The thing about Marshall, that's why he's able to average a lot of minutes. He stays away from fouls.
9 seconds here in the first. 27 to 16. Ang mga San Miguel Beer. Mercado. Siya magsiset ng table para sa Beermen. Having the screen of Kramer. Nilagay Dog. Open for a jumper. Knocks it down.
Still sharing that basketball. The San Miguel Beermen just making it so easy for themselves to score.
Josh Dollar from way outside knocks it down. 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Just a 10-point lead ang hinahawakan ng San Miguel Beer thanks to that Josh Dollar 3-point shot. Kevin Jones, very efficient para dito sa San Miguel Beermen. Chris Ross finding Jones, who has 7 points and 6 rebounds tonight. He's been doing everything for San Miguel Beer. Rebounding, knocking down jumpers. Will he have enough to power San Miguel Beer to a victory? Magkakaalaman tayo sa pagbabalik.
Sa laki ni Kevin Jones, madaming apple siguro kakain.
Naku. Well, great timing on that report, Apple David. Kevin Jones has been prolific here in the first half.
You know,
San Miguel Beer.
Talking about pre-game rituals, malaking bagay yan sa isang player because that really sets you into a groove of things. Whatever you eat, kasi paminsan kakain ka ng hindi masyadong maganda, baka may mangyari pa sa tiyan mo.
And the Barako Bull Energy Cola trying to utilize those young legs. It was Jeric Fortuna and Carlo Lastimosa connecting that fast break. Lastimosa forces a turnover. Fortuna, handoff. Lastimosa up high, blocked by Chris Lutz. One more time, Supalpal ulit. And Josh Dollard finally with the conversion.
Great energy by Lastimosa and Fortuna. Getting the ball, spreading it, pushing it down the floor, getting opportunities for Barako Bull.
Look at the field goal shooting. Both squads, 7 of 5. Or San Miguel Beer, 7 of 21. Para naman sa Barako Bull. Lutz with a pull-up. This is way off. Junmar Fajardo babalik para dito sa San Miguel Beer.
Curiously, we haven't seen JC and Tal or Barako Bull.
And just a few minutes in the first quarter, but very uneventful. There's still a lot of basketball to be played about in JC and Tal, but sa Barako Bull. In the meantime, Josh Dollar trying to take Firehopper off the dribble. Short on the shot, Willie Wilson, the offensive rebound. Balik Dollar for three. Inalog palabas, Jeric Fortuna, one more chance. Binigay kay Penisi for three, and finally gets the finish. 3-point shot brought in by PLDT Home Evolution producer Ordinary TV. Internet TV, Coach B-Boy Ravan is not happy with the Beermen in that sequence. And Barako Bull looking to capitalize on every opportunity, working hard for those offensive rebounds. Jeric Fortuna with the assist, Mick Penisi with the finish for Barako Bull.
Dangerous team maituturing ang Barako Bull. Una dahil sa kombinasyon ng veterano at rookies nila. At pangalawa, they probably have the best import sa conference na to. Para naman kay Coach Bong Ramos, expected na nila na magiging mahirap ang game na to para sa kanila. But they will play hard. Hindi man daw sila isa sa mga crowd favorites, pero they will be out there trying to upset other teams. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Apple. It's all about finding your motivation in every game, you know, kahit gaano kahaba, gaano kaikling conference, it's about finding ways to motivate your team. Talking about Coach B-Boy Ravanes and Coach Bong Ramos.
Well, in basketball, kailangan short-term memory. Makalimutan mo na yung previous game if you won or you lost. In terms of, you know, trying to get motivation for this game, you need to be able to focus on the present. The present meaning you can even break it down into quarters or even minutes or even possessions. Talk about guy who's been breaking it down para sa Barako Bull. Kaya nakabalik itong Barako Bull, Jeric Fortuna. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists.
Making things happen for Barako Bull. This is Jeric Fortuna. Ubid in the game, immediately taking Wilson off the dribble. Ubid wants a clear out. Crosses over Wilson, sticking with him. Finds Arwin. And he loses the basketball to the baseline.
We talked about the defense of Willie Wilson. That's what he can do. He can guard a big guy, he can guard a small guy. Papahirapan niya ito.
Just a 1-point advantage. Sinahawakan ng San Miguel Beer. Field goals this quarter, 4 of 8 for Barako Bull and just 0 of 1 para naman din sa San Miguel Beer.
Barako Bull here in the second quarter, really turning it up on defense, forcing San Miguel Beer into 4 turnovers already.
Dollard with a spin, stripped. Sol Mercado recovers, fires it up. Santos nakakuha, nakagawan pa ni Jeric Fortuna. Barako Bull on the run. Fortuna stops, pops, and scores! 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution producer Ordinary TV and Internet TV.
Providing that spark for Barako Bull. Jeric Fortuna now with 6 points in the ballgame. Nakita mo nag-hesitate pa siya initially. Now they're on a 12-0 run.
They have the lead against San Miguel Beer. A chance to extend that. Makascore sila sa possession na ito. Dollard asking for a screen. Crosses over. Goes between the legs. Lastimosa momentarily open. Takes it strong. Rolls it up. Misses. With the rebound. San Miguel Beer naman ang nagmamadali. Mercado. Puts it up off the glass.
Sol Mercado would not be denied that time, using his quickness and his strength to finish the 2 points.
We have a tie game, 31-all. Una, staying at quarterback. Sa second table para sa Barako Bull. 10 left to shoot. Una, taking it Penisi, swings it over to Lastimosa. Short on the 3. Mercado looks ahead. Santos hands over Kevin Jones with a throwdown.
Arwin Santos, he's tall, he's long, he can finish fast breaks. But one thing about Arwin Santos, of recent, ang kagandahan sa kanya, he plays so unselfish basketball, putting the team first.
Usually when you play unselfish basketball, it affects all the other guys. Babalik din naman sa yung bola for scoring opportunities.
Agree, yun ang nangyayari. You put out that positive energy out there, and you will be rewarded as well. You know, going back to being unselfish, check out how Mark Caguiwa played last night for Barangay Ginebra. 15 points, 14 rebounds.
As you look at this Photon tornado drive, Kevin Jones going up high and down hard, brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Arwin Santos doing all the other things para sa kanyang koponan. Josh Dollard trying to plead his case to our game officials. Sinasabi niya na merong excessive contact on his eyebrow. I think there is a little blood on the face of Josh Dollard.
A little bit of frustration now on Josh Dollard. He feels like there's a lot of holding going on.
And I think there is a small cut on the right eyebrow. Josh Dollard will get an update on that later on. Just a 2-point lead. Hinahawakan na San Miguel Beer kontra dito sa Barako Bull Energy Cola, 33-31. Miguel Beer in the half court. Fajardo kontra Pinisi. Big man against big man. Arlo Ubalde. Post. Fajardo. Hook on the shot. Fajardo. Akala niya kahit na Pinisi kaya kinuha niya agad yung bola sa taas. As Josh Dollard will go back to the locker room to get treated on that cut.
So now it's a test for Barako Bull. Now that Dollard is out, they'll need to be able to keep their act together. They were able to get back already in this ball game. Tignan natin if the locals can play together and give San Miguel Beer such a hard time.
Oh, Peña. Whistle for an offensive foul, setting a bone-crunching pick. Para sana dito kay
Ronald Tubid.
Yeah. Coach Bong Ramos actively coaching at the sidelines, sensing kumbaga sa boxing, they have San Miguel Beer on the ropes dito sa round number 2, quarter number 2. Jones, kontra kay Mark Isip. Kevin spins, score, Peña the rebound. San Miguel Beer, they are 8-0 against Barako Bull whenever Zumba Fajardo plays. Jericho has something to say about that for the pull-up jumper. And we have a tie game again, 33 all, 8 points in the game for Fortuna. Fajardo and Peña, wrestling to the low post. Aldo Ubalde, very patient, setting the table on offense. Ginamit the screen to Kevin Jones. Kevin hooks it up. Floater is good. The finish with the foul.
Tough shot that time by Kevin Jones, still knocking it down for the San Miguel Beermen. For Barako Bull, it's been all Jeric Fortuna. 8 points for him, keeping that glue for his team.
Kevin Jones focused on that last sequence, getting the contact, putting it up. And he completes the 3-point play. 12 points para dito kay Kevin Jones. With 5:52 remaining here in the second.
So napapansin ko dito kay Kevin Jones, walang wasted movement. You know, he just plays focused, keeps his head in the game.
Hit down from long range, short. Arwin Santos the rebound. At agad-agad San Miguel Beer tumatakbo, but they force a turnover. And then this coach Bong Ramos riding with his young guns. Kanina si Fortuna ngayon, Las Limosa setting the table. Peña gets the seal, stripped but fouled.
Dorian Peña sealing Junmar Fajardo deep. I don't think he can get any deeper than that. Dorian Peña, always a tough opponent para kay Junmar Fajardo.
Also, last hitter mapipituan ng foul. At nung huling nanalo nga yung Barako Bull kontra dito sa San Miguel Beer ng Petron place pa sila. Dorian Peña was a plus player, 18 points and rebounds.
Dorian Peña, pinahirapan niya talaga itong si Junmar Fajardo in that ball game. Dorian is such a strong guy, creates a lot of space for himself to get the points.
Abangan mamaya pinakabagong halftime game show ng PBA, Moneyball, Dribble of the People. I-download at mag-register na sa Moneyball apps nyo. Sa mga napag-register na dati, siguro yung updated ang app ninyo, sali na at makidribble sa Moneyball. 2-point lead out ng San Miguel Beer, 36-34. Kontra din sa Barako Bull Energy Cola. Thank you so much for joining us live on TV5. James Velasquez on hand, Dominic Uy, following the action, Apple David at courtside. This is shaping out to be a close competitive contest. Oh, Fortuna trying to penetrate, dishes off to Mark Isip. Baseline jumper.
first 2 points of Mark Isip. Mark Isip also one of those guys that can bring a lot of intensity and scoring for Barako. So if you get him involved while Josh Dollard is being worked on in the locker room, that's a good sign.
Arwin, mintis sa tres. Bago ng rebound si Mark Isip. Again, Coach Bong Ramos. Binibigyan ng tiwala. Kanyang rookie si Carlo Lastimosa to create something para sa kanyang kapunan. Crosscourt pass picked off by Arwin Santos. Jensen giving chase. Arwin tries to drive and finish, but he will go to the line. Arwin Santos, dati mga bulot offensive rebound, goals, outside shooting, pero ngayon, so far, dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup, Arwin Santos has been using the fast break, the transition to get his points.
You know, use your advantage. Your advantage is you're quick for your height. You have the hops. Mataas ka tumalon. You can finish fast breaks. You know, just make life easy for yourself rather than trying to get it at the post facing up. Mas madali kapag maglaro ka on the open court because more than likely, hindi patas ang laban. When I say that, lamang kayo pag nasa offense kayo and you're quicker.
And again, Dorian Peña is whistled for an offensive foul. To his disbelief, let's take a look at it again.
Well, that time it looked like Dorian Peña moved into the screen.
Usually, pag gano ba, is it more of the screener or the ball handler? Hindi na dinadala yung pantay na
Dalawang bagay yan, dalawang bagay yan. You know, they always say, kapag may mag-screen sa'yo, try to rub your shoulder. Diba? Shoulder to shoulder kayo. It's really more of the responsibility of the screener para makita kung saan ka mag-screen because the guy with the ball has to be with his defender. So kung saan siya i-force, you know, he'll have to lead him first and then try to go to the screen. So yung timing talaga, more of the responsibility goes to the screener.
Paolo Hubalde with a three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Devolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 41-36, San Miguel Beer with the lead. Jensen hoping to create. Sundutan ni Arwin Santos. 8 left to shoot. Jensen looks up. Sundutan ulit. And Paolo Hubalde completes the steal. San Miguel Beer just a terror defensively. Pero nakaagaw din si Carlo Lastimosa who floats it up and misses.
Lastimosa, in the past few times, he has the right idea, just not getting.
Back-to-back threes for San Miguel Beer, brought to you by PLDT Home Devolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Hubalde, Lassiter, and the rest of the Beermen looking to run away with it here in the second quarter, 44-36. Look at Lassiter, the flyby, the drive-by, and the finish at the rim. Magbabalik po kami. Itong San Miguel Beer, which has been connecting on all cylinders here in the game.
Well, they're going to need him in the third quarter and the fourth quarter as well. So if you're Coach Bong Ramos and the Barako Bull fans, you're hoping na pabilis yung pagtahi dun sa kilay ni Josh Dollard.
Pero habang ginagawa itong injury ni Josh Dollard while he's being greeted at the locker room, kailangan magising naman yung mga Barako Bull players na nandito sa floor. As Willie Miller, natawagan na kanyang unang foul. Miller has actually been playing well off the bench. I think he's been averaging 11 points so far here in the Commissioner's Cup.
Kung naghahanap ka ng puntos, Willie Miller definitely can deliver.
Pero patuloy ang pagbira ng puntos ito si Paolo Hubalde. 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Devolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 47-36. Lamang po San Miguel Beer kontra si Barako Bull Energy Cola. Willie Miller stops, pops, couldn't score. Mamadali agad si Chris Ross running the point. Handoff, piniling kay Hubalde. He's been hot. Takes it closer this time. Off the glass, di mag-score. Dave Marcelo taps it over to Jeric Fortuna. Fortuna stops, pops for three. And that three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Devolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 11 puntos para kay Jeric Fortuna.
Carrying the cudgels for Barako Bull. Jeric Fortuna just making the right decisions.
Ating UST Growling Tigers, Jeric Fortuna making a count of himself in sa ating laro. But Arwin Santos for the putback. Both teams trading buckets under 2 minutes natitira sa ating second quarter. Isip kontra Arwin Santos. Dalawang dating empty yung tama raw. Santos mapipituan ng foul. Second foul, mapipito sa rating MVP. Magbabalik isipag natin NBU tama raw. Lenok Miranda and former Lasal University Green Archer Willie Wilson, who had a couple of good offensive rebounds early on. Sampu ang hinahabol ng Barako Bull kontra sa San Miguel Beer. Isip kontra Arwin Santos. Pinapas kay Denok. Marcelo naman kontra Kevin Jones. Back out to Denok Miranda. Knocks down the long-range shot.
That move or that shot started from Dave Marcelo getting the import deep and then kicking it out at the right moment para kay Denok Miranda.
Ross, sasalaksa kontra Willie Wilson. Then kay Arwin from the baseline. Shot malakas, Wilson the rebound. Walang puntos, sinahabol ng Barako Bull. Miranda, ginamit yung screen ni Mark Isip. Picks up his dribble, binigay kay Willie Wilson. Strong inside move, trickles in.
6 points now for Willie Wilson, giving a good account of himself in this ball game.
39.4 seconds left here in the first. Ross spins, kicks out to Lassiter. Long range shot, Mintis, battle for the rebound. Bakuha ni Kevin Jones for the putback.
A little bit difficult now for Barako Bull because no one can really box out itong si Kevin Jones one-on-one.
There's a few second differential between game and shot clock. San Miguel Beer, wala pa sa penalty. Wilson kontra Chris Ross. And he utilized the mismatch. Pinabas kay Isip for the jumper, short. Kevin Jones fires it up. Ubalde surveying the floor, bounce pass. Nasundot pa ni Dave Marcelo and Willie Miller comes off with the steal. Last shot, Miranda.
Almost.
No buzzer beater para dito sa ating second quarter. At magtatapos ang ating first half, 51-43. Ang mga San Miguel Beer kontra sa Barako Bull Energy Cola. And San Miguel Beer has been looking to run away with it ever since the opening tip from both teams. Josh Dollard walking out on the floor. Unahin natin yung Barako Bull.
Well, if you look at Barako Bull, they need to be able to compete a little bit more. They had made their run, but they are still allowing San Miguel Beer getting easy shots. Nakakaliya pa rin itong San Miguel Beer. Nandun na sila pero hindi mo pwedeng pabayaan itong San Miguel Beer because once they're able to get the scoring going, you have to pressure them a little bit more. Pahirapan mo sila. Ito namang San Miguel Beer, you know, you can't turn the ball over that much in one quarter. 9 turnovers in one quarter is just too much. If you want to be able to blow out teams, you need to be able to control those turnovers.
Let's get an update from courtside with Apple David.
Attack mode palagi. Yan ang instruction ni Coach Bong Ramos sa players niya. He wants them to be more aggressive going to the basket. Sa kabilang banda naman, Coach B-Boy wants his players to get the loose balls and alagaan din ang bola and don't let the Barako out-hustle you. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Apple. Key reminders for the players coming into the second half. And dito sa third quarter, usually make or break point din yan para din sa Barako Bull. I remember the Philippine Cup, they had explosive third quarters coming out of the gate kaya sila nakakakuha ng mga come from behind wins. Let's see what they can convert here. Unfortunately, mayroong turnover. Jones on the fast break.
You know, a matter of perspective again that we've talked about. Itong si Josh Dollard, ang kagandahan or baka maging kagandahan nang na-injure siya. Napahinga siya ng medyo matagal. So he's actually fresh starting here in the third quarter.
Dollard kontra Kevin Jones. Fades away from the baseline. That's good. Pretty play for Josh Dollard.
That play of Josh Dollard just sizing up his defense. Tinitingnan niya saan ba siya makakapuntos, saan siya kailangan pumunta para makuha ang dalawang puntos na yon.
54-45 ang ating score. San Miguel Beer in the driver's seat. Fajardo. Tigpamawala yung bola sa kanya. Fajardo backing down against Benici. Nilabas kay Chris Ross for 3. Short. Intal the rebound. Denok Miranda. Ginamit yung screen ni Mick Benici. Denok. Binigay kay Intal. Swings it over to Dollard. Dancing with the defense. Josh. Binigay kay Ronjay Buenafe. He's been quiet in the first half and finally making noise with a 3-point shot. Brought to you by PLDT Home T-Volution. Turns your ordinary TV to an internet TV. Fajardo in the high post. Binigay kay Arwin. Fires away against Inta. Long range shot. That one rattles in. And that 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home T-Volution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Well, Apple talked about it, yung mga reminders ng mga coaches for Baracabul. He wants them to be more aggressive, not settle for those outside shots. Ito namang San Miguel Beermen, they know na hindi nila pwedeng pabalikin itong Baracabul and not get outworked by their opponent.
And speaking of hard work, Ron J. Buenafe. Nireward yung hard work ni Mick Penisi with that assist. San Miguel Beer, iniikot ang bola. Balik kay Kevin Jones from long range.
Pahirapan niya ito.
Just a 1-point advantage. Hinahawakan ng San Miguel Beer. Field goals is quarter 4 of 8 for Baracabul and just 0 of 1 para naman sa San Miguel Beer.
Baracabul here in the second quarter, really turning it up on defense and forcing San Miguel Beer into 4 turnovers already.
Ballard with a spin, stripped. Sol Mercado recovers, fires it up. Santos nakakuha, naagawan pa ni Jenny Cortuna. Baracabul on the run. Cortuna stops, pops, and scores! 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home T-Volution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Providing that spark for Baracabul. Jeric Fortuna now with 6 points in the ballgame. Nakita mo nag-hesitate pa siya initially. Now they're on a 12-0 run.
They have the lead against San Miguel Beer. A chance to extend that. Makascore sila sa possession na ito. Dollars asking for a screen. Crosses over. Goes between the legs. Lastimosa momentarily open. Takes it strong. Holds it up. Misses. With the rebound. San Miguel Beer naman ang nagmamadali. Mercado. Puts it up off the glass.
Sol Mercado would not be denied that time, using his quickness and his strength to finish the 2 points.
We have a tie game, 31-all. Una, staying at quarterback. Set the table para sa Baracabul. 10 left. Una, taking it Penisi, swings it over to Lastimosa. Short on the 3. Bravo looks ahead. Santos hands over Kevin Jones with a throwdown.
Arwin Santos, he's tall, he's long, he can finish fast breaks. But one thing about Arwin Santos, of recent, ang kagandahan sa kanya, he plays so unselfish basketball, putting the team first.
Usually when you play unselfish basketball, it affects all the other guys. Babalik din naman sa yung bola for scoring opportunities.
Agree, yun ang nangyayari. You put out that positive energy out there, and you will be rewarded as well. You know, going back to being unselfish, check out how Mark Caliwa played last night for Barangay Ginebra. 15 points, 14 rebounds.
As we look at this Photon tornado drive, Kevin Jones going up high and down hard. Brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Arwin Santos doing all the other things para sa kanyang koponan. Josh Dollard trying to plead his case to our game officials. Sinasabi niya na merong excessive contact on his eyebrow. There is a little blood on the face of Josh Dollard.
A little bit of frustration now on Josh Dollard. He feels like there's a lot of holding going on.
I think there is a small cut on the right eyebrow. Josh Dollard will get an update on that later on. Just a 2-point lead. Hinahawakan na San Miguel Beer kontra dito sa Baracabul Energy goal at 33-31. Miguel Beer in the half court. Fajardo kontra Penisi. Big man against big man. Aldo Balde. Post. Fajardo. Good on the shot. Fajardo. Akala niya kaya pinisip niya, kinuha niya agad yung bola sa taas as Josh Dollard will go back to the locker room to get treated on that cut.
So now it's a test for Barakabul. Now that Dollard is out, they'll need to be able to keep their act together. They were able to get back already in this ball game. Tignan natin if the locals can play together and give San Miguel Beer such a hard time.
Oh, Peña. So for an offensive foul, setting a bone-crunching pick. Para sana dito kay
Ronald Tubid.
Yeah. Coach Bong Ramos actively coaching at the sidelines, sensing because of boxing, they have San Miguel Beer on the ropes. This is round number 2, quarter number 2. Jones on from Mark Kisik. Kevin spins, good score, Peña the rebound. San Miguel Beer, they are 8-0 against Barakabul whenever Zuma Fajardo plays. Jericho has something to say about that with a pull-up jumper. And we have a tie game again, 33 all, 8 points in the game for Fortuna. Aldo Peña, resting to sa low post. Aldo Ubalde, very patient, setting the table on offense. Dynamic to screen to Kevin Jones. Kevin hooks it up. Corner is good. The finish with the foul.
Tough shot that time by Kevin Jones, still knocking it down for the San Miguel Beermen. For Barakabul, it's been all Jerick Fortuna. 8 points for him, keeping that glue for his team.
Kevin Jones focused on that last sequence, getting the contact, putting it up, and he completes the 3-point play. 12 points para dito kay Kevin Jones with 5:52 remaining here in the second.
Isa pa napapansin ko dito kay Kevin Jones, walang wasted movement. You know, he just plays focused, keeps his head in the game.
Hit down from long range, short. Arwin Santos the rebound. Agad-agad San Miguel Beer tumatakbo, but they force a turnover. And then Coach Bong Ramos riding with his young guns. Kanina si Fortuna ngayon, Las Limosa setting the table. Peña gets the seal, stripped but fouled.
Dorian Peña sealing Junmar Fajardo deep. I don't think he can get any deeper than that. Dorian Peña always a top opponent para kay Junmar Fajardo.
Marshall Lassiter mapipito ng foul. At nung huling nanalo nga yung Barakabul kontra dito sa San Miguel Beer ng Petron Place sila. Dorian Peña was the best player, 18 points and rebounds.
Dorian Peña, pinahirapan niya talaga itong si Junmar Fajardo in that ball game. Dorian is such a strong guy, creates a lot of space for himself to get the points.
Abangan mamaya pinakabagong halftime game siya ng PBA. Moneyball, dribble up the people. I-download at mag-register na sa Moneyball apps nyo. Sa mga napag-register na dati, siguro yung updated ang app ninyo, sali na at makidribble sa Moneyball. 2-point lead out sa San Miguel Beer, 36-34. Kontra din sa Barakabul Energy Cola. Thank you so much for joining us live on TV5. James Velasquez on hand, Dominic Uy, following the action, Apple David at courtside. This is shaping out to be a close competitive contest. Oh, Fortuna trying to penetrate, dishes off to Mark Isip. Slide jumper.
First 2 points of Mark Isip. Mark Isip also one of those guys that can bring a lot of intensity and scoring for Barakabul. So if you get him involved while Josh Dollard is being worked on in the locker room, that's a good sign.
Arwin, Memphis sa tres. Bago ng rebound si Mark Isip. Again, Coach Bong Ramos. Binibigyan ng tiwala. Kanyang rookie si Carlo Las Limosa to create something para sa kanyang kapunan. Cross-court pass picked off by Arwin Santos. Jetson giving chase. Arwin tries to drive and finish, but he will go to the line. Arwin Santos, dati mga pulot offensive rebound, almost outside shooting, pero ngayon, so far, dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup, Arwin Santos has been using the fast break, the transition to get his points.
You know, use your advantage. Your advantage is you're quick for your height. You have the hops. Mataas ka tumalon. You can finish fast breaks. You know, just make life easy for yourself rather than trying to get it at the post facing up. Mas madali kapag maglaro ka on the open court because more than likely, hindi patas ang laban. When I say that, lamang kayo pag nasa offense kayo and you're quicker.
And again, Dorian Peña is whistled for an offensive foul. to his disbelief, let's take a look at it again.
Well, that time it looked like Dorian Pena moved into the screen.
Usually, pag gano'n ba, is it more of the screener or the ball handler?
Dalawang bagay yan, dalawang bagay yan. You know, they always say, kapag may magsiscreen sa'yo, try to rub your shoulder. Diba? Shoulder to shoulder kayo. It's really more of the responsibility of the screener para makita kung saan ka magsiscreen because the guy with the ball has to be with his defender. So kung saan siya i-force, you know, he'll have to lead him first and then try to go to the screen. So yung sa timing talaga, more of the responsibility goes to the screen.
Paulo Hubalde with a three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Team Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 41-36, San Miguel Beer with the lead. Jensen looking to create. Sundutan ni Arwin Santos. 8 left to shoot. Jensen looks up. Sundutan ulit. And Paulo Hubalde completes the steal. San Miguel Beer just a terror defensively. Pero nakahagod this Carlo Lastimosa who blocks it up and misses.
Lastimosa, in the past few times, he has the right idea, just not getting.
Back-to-back threes for San Miguel Beer, brought to you by PLDT Home Team Evolution. Turns their ordinary TV into an internet TV. Hubalde, Lassiter, and the rest of the Beermen looking to run away with it here in the second quarter, 44-36. Look at Lassiter, the flyby, the drive-by, and the finish at the rim. Ang babalik po kami. It's San Miguel Beer which has been connecting on all cylinders here in the game.
Well, they're going to need him in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter as well. So if you're Coach Bong Ramos and the Baraka Bull fans, you're hoping na pabilis yung pagtahi dun sa kilay ni Josh Dollard.
Pero habang ginagawa itong injury ni Josh Dollard while he's being treated at the locker room, kailangan magising naman yung mga Baraka Bull players na nandito sa floor. That's Willie Miller. Natawagan naman yung unang foul. Miller has actually been playing well off the bench. I think he's been averaging 11 points so far here in the Commissioner's Cup.
Kung naghahanap ka ng puntos, Willie Miller definitely can deliver.
Pero patuloy ang pagbira ng puntos ito si Paulo Hubalde. 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Team Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 47-36. Naman po San Miguel Beer going sa Baraka Bull Energy Cola. Willie Miller stops, Fox couldn't score. Mamadali agad si Chris Ross running the point. Ando, piniling kay Hubalde. He's been hot. Takes it closer this time. Off the glass, didn't score. Dave Marcelo taps it over to Jeric Fortuna. Fortuna stops, pops for three. And that three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Team Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 11 puntos para kay Jeric Fortuna.
Carrying the cudgels for Baraka Bull. Jeric Fortuna is making the right decisions.
The Rowling Tigers, Jeric Fortuna, making account of himself. He's out in the row, but Arwin Santos with the putback. All teams trading buckets. Under 2 minutes, natitira sa ating second quarter. Isip kontra Arwin Santos. Dalawang dapat empty yung Tamaraw. Santos mapipituan ng foul. Second foul, mapipito sa rating MVP. Magbabalik is natin MVP yung Tamaraw. Denok Miranda, yung former Lasal University Green Archer, Willie Wilson, who had a couple of good offensive rebounds early on. Sampu ang hinahabol ng Baraka Bull kontra sa San Miguel Beer. Isip kontra Arwin Santos. Pinapas kay Denok. Marcelo naman kontra Kevin Jones. Back out to Denok Miranda. Knocks down the long-range shot.
That move or that shot started from Dave Marcelo getting the import deep and then taking it out at the right moment para kay Denok Miranda.
Moss, asalaksa kontra Willie Wilson. Then kay Arwin from the baseline. Santa Malakas, Wilson the rebound. 8 puntos, hinahabol ng Baraka Bull. Miranda, ginamit yung screen ni Mark Isip. Picks up his dribble. Binigay kay Willie Wilson. Strong inside move. Trickles in.
6 points now for Willie Wilson. Giving a good account of himself in this ball game.
39.4 seconds left here in the first. Ross spins, kicks out to Lassiter. Long range shot, Mintis, battle for the rebound. Makukuha ni Kevin Jones for the putback.
A little bit difficult now for Barack Wood because no one can really box out if it's Kevin Jones one-on-one.
There's a few second differential between game and shot clock. San Miguel Beer, wala pa sa penalty. Wilson, kontra Chris Ross. Can he utilize the mismatch? Ilabas kay Isit for the jumper, short. Kevin Jones fires it up. Ubalde surveying the floor, bounce pass. Nasundo pa ni Dave Marcelo and Willie Miller comes off with the steal. Last shot, Miranda.
Almost.
No buzzer beater para dito sa ating second quarter. At magtatapos ang ating first half, 51-43. Ang mga San Miguel Beer kontra sa Barako Bull Energy Cola. And San Miguel Beer has been looking to run away with it ever since the opening tip. Points after 3 quarters.
One guy he's actually really inspired in that third quarter, si Ronjay Buenafe. Buenafe with 11 points in the third. So between Buenafe and Dollard, 25 yung total nila. Barako Bull scored 30 in total, so 25 of the 30 points ang galing sa dalawang player.
Fortuna had a great second quarter early. Dollard stops, pops, and scores. Tuloy-tuloy ang scoring ni Josh Dollard.
And Dollard, really, you can see the fire in his eyes. Largely because yung kartada nila, they are at 1-3 right now. He knows that it's only a 9-game eliminations. So if he wants his stint here in the PBA to get a lot longer, they need to start winning.
Fajardo kontra Penisi and called for steps.
Shuffled his feet. Haven't seen too many of those from Junmar Fajardo in his PBA career.
Penisi. Ulit kay Fortuna. 13 left to shoot. Ulit kay Dollard. He's been their primary source of offensive production. Gusto niya na clear out. Fires away against Fajardo. And he knocks it down. Spectacular shot by Josh Dollard. 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
James, pinag-usapan natin kanina nung nasaktan itong si Josh Dollard. Baka napaganda pa yun. Dahil matagal yung pagpahinga niya in that second quarter.
May ibang player talaga na gano'n pag nasasaktan, lalo tumatapang. Sol Mercado, pinawi naman ang 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Patuloy pa rin ang pag-ikot ng bola nitong San Miguel Beermen. Getting those open shots that time, it was Sol Mercado.
Coming back from a groin injury, ito si Sol Mercado. Dollard popping off a screen. Dinidikitan ngayon ni Kevin Jones. Tries to take it off the dribble. And he is on fire. 37 points para dito kay Josh Dollard. And he is very vocal on the floor.
Wow. The fire in his eyes, Josh Dollard. And usually itong si Dollard, dumadrive siya, but he's feeling that he can knock down those outside shots. He's been spotless from there.
Ubalde, babawin ng 3, Mintis. Ball coming the other way. Joshua Dollard has been money in the second half, and he continues to cook here in the fourth quarter. A 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Lots the other way, misses.
James, parang kanina lang kakasabi mo 30 puntos itong si Josh Dollard. Now he has 40.
Fajardo getting a strong seal and fishes a foul. At yun yung magagawa ni Mick Penisi pag nakakakuha ng malalim na posisyon. As we look at the Prestone Cool Under Pressure move. All net para kay Josh Dollard. Brought to you by Prestone Cool and always cool under pressure. Protects against overheating. Trusted by 8 out of 10 drivers.
So now the question is, what will be the adjustment of the San Miguel Beermen dito kay Josh Dollard? Do they double him right away? Do they change up on defense? Let's see.
At ilang defenders na yung binato ng San Miguel Beermen dito kay Josh Dollard. Kanina si Arwin Santos, Kevin Jones, si Junmar pa yung tumao ng isa, tinirahan lang niya.
Well, now it's difficult because Dollard is playing from the outside, so he can shoot over the smaller men.
Lasseter, binigay kay Fajardo sa poste. Kevin Jones from long range. With this, Willie Wilson the rebound. A chance for Barako Bull to take the lead. Dollard contra Sol Mercado. Raises up. And a foul is whistled dito kay Sol Mercado.
Adjustment on defense. Now they're putting Sol Mercado, who's a lot quicker. They're hoping that Dollard will actually try to post him up.
We have a tied game, 84 all. 9:02 remaining here in the fourth. Oh, Penisi nagulit pa doon sa pasa.
Largely because it's been a Josh Dollard show so far, so they're waiting every time he holds that basketball na siyang kitira.
And Penisi gives the lead back to Barako Bull. 87-84, three-point shot brought to you by PLDT. Home Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Will Barako Bull go back on the winning track? We will find out in just a few moments. Three-point advantage for Barako Bull, thanks in large part to the young guns like Carlo Lastimosa setting the table para dito kay Mick Penisi knocking down the three.
We talked about the movement of the basketball for San Miguel. That time, Barako Bull finding Mick Penisi for the three.
PBA Commissioner
Coming from Josh Dollard, yung huling tatlo nanggaling dito kay Mick Penisi. Now they have a three-point lead.
87-84, under 9 minutes, natitira sa ating fourth quarter. Fajardo sa poste kontra Penisi. The Kraken, double team. Binigay kay Sol. Lasseter, sinusubukan makapasok, finds an opening, floats it up. Gets his own miss, puts it up, misses. Kevin Jones with a putback.
Gotta outwork your opponents. That's what Coach B-Boy Rabanes said. Kailangan natin pagtrabahuhan, and that's what Kevin Jones did.
And at this point of the season, kailangan talaga you grit your teeth, Dom. Work hard para sa mga puntos na yun, lalo na sa isang dikitang laro. Dollard ulit kontra Sol Mercado. Sol, dinidisturbo yung dribble ni Dollard. 3 left to shoot. Lastimosa fires, short.
So far, that adjustment on defense with Sol Mercado on Dollard has worked.
Woo! Agad-agad sinalaksakan ni Sol Mercado itong depensa ng Barako Bull Energy Cola, and he will go to the line.
Itong si Sol Mercado, he'll be able to keep in pace on Josh Dollard dun sa pagsaksak. So hindi makalusot itong si Josh Dollard. So now the adjustment, yung paglagay kay Sol doon, ano naman ang magiging adjustment itong Barako Bull and Josh Dollard dun sa pinapakitang depensa.
At ito ang ating B-Fresh, sigaw ng bayan, Mick Penisi, knocking down the three, getting back the lead, brought to you by B-Fresh, karunungan, kabutihan, kapayapaan, buong bibig, salamig. Sol Mercado, converting on that trip, already with 7 points. Sa ating laro, maraming salamat sa ating stats man na si Roy Lopez, keeping us updated with the story of the stats. Penisi, dapat din ni Arvid Santos. Lastimosa pupukol ng 3. Mintes. And up high for the board, Kevin Jones. So Mercado in takeover mode. Mananatili ang bola sa San Miguel Beer.
Playing good defense and now trying to start up also himself on offense. Sol Mercado back from that groin injury.
Balik ulit si Doug Kramer. Magpapahinga saglit. Ito si Junmar Fajardo. Mercado, naghanap ng papasaan from the baseline. Nahanap si Lasseter. Marshall, pinabantay na maigi ni Denok Miranda. A lot of time natitira sa kanilang shot clock. Lasseter. Intense defense yung pinapakita ng Barako Bull. Santos trying to take on Willie Wilson. Mercado. 3 left to shoot. Soul Train, desperation heave. At dalawang Barako Bull players nagkakaroon sa rebound. Miranda fires it up. Dollard in the open court. Kicks it out to Lastimosa. Fishes a foul from a challenging Sol Mercado. Bakit tinamaan so he's down.
Tuhod o paa galing dito kay Sol Mercado, who was flying by trying to stop that shot of Carlo Lastimosa.
Just a 1-point lead, pinanghawakan na San Miguel Beer. Let's look at it again. Apaayo tumama sa mukha nito si Carlo Lastimosa. And that was Soul Train coming in at full force, and I think Carlo Lastimosa is busted up.
One thing's for sure, that there was no intention there for Sol Mercado to hurt Carlo Lastimosa. And this guy's a tough kid. We've seen him in the NCAA. We've seen him all bloodied already and still come back. So the question is, anong itatawag ng ating mga referees?
Now, clearly, no intention on the part of Sol Mercado. He went up para i-challenge yung tira nito si Carlo Lastimosa. Unfortunately, sumapit lang yung kanyang paa as Sol was flying by. Let's hope na hindi matindi yung injury nito si Carlo Lastimosa. Although we do see some blood. Hopefully, cut lang yan or sugat. Like you mentioned, a tough kid. Pero itong break na to, medyo matagal yung ceasefire mula sa aksyon. Sino ba mananatiling mainit sa ating laro? Baracabal has been playing intense defense the last few sequences. And again, a different look.
And from that angle, could have been very different.
But of course, knowing Sol Mercado never does anything like that on purpose. Just plays hard, plays intense defense. Sol, earlier nakita ko he will be whistled for a flagrant 1. But he goes up to Carlo Lastimosa and apologizes. Babalik si Chris Ross para sa San Miguel Beer.
You know, big break para sa Baracabal. Why? First of all, Lastimosa will get his free throws. Second, mag-iibangan na naman ngayon yung depensa kay Josh Dollard. And Sol Mercado has been doing a good job on Josh Dollard.
Lastimosa good on the first. Mercado has to sit down for a few minutes.
3 minutes now for Sol Mercado.
He completes the free throws. He's a tough kid at si Carlo Lastimosa, focusing, gathering himself, and knocking down those free throws, and he stays in the game. Para sa Baracabal Energy Cola, ang lamang 89-88. Miranda kontra Lassiter. Hingi na screen. Double team. 4 left to shoot. Lastimosa has to put it up from long range. Masyado malakas. Lassiter nakakuha ng rebound. Marshall in and out dribble. Carving his way inside. That's good for Marshall Lassiter.
Lassiter now with 16 points. What good thing about Marshall Lassiter is in the fourth quarter, he understands kapag kinakailangan ng puntos, he becomes more aggressive. The 4 guys on Josh Dollard helping out.
Kramer with the challenge. Dollard puts it up, gets the finish, and the foul. And this crowd fired up dahil dito sa pinapakitang pride ni Josh Dollard para sa Baracabal Energy Cola.
Wow. Josh Dollard, yan, 4 na San Miguel Beermen. Yung nakaharap sa kanya, still getting that offensive rebound, getting the putback and the foul.
Just could not complete the three-point play. 42 points para kay Josh Dollard. And a 1-point lead para sa Baracabal kontra San Miguel Beer. Halfway mark sa ating fourth quarter. At talagang physical na yung bakbakan na parehong koponan. Fouls being whistled all around.
Dorian Peña holding down itong si Junmar Fajardo, not allowing him to move.
Possibly taking a page out of the Rain or Shine playbook kontra dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Parang take notes mula kay na Bo Belga, JR Kingan, Lassiter trying to go off the glass. Fajardo, the putback is good. Punta muna tayo sa courtside with Apple David.
Alam mo, James, bago po mag-timeout ang San Miguel kanina, talagang sila dyan ni Coach Bong Ramos na ang mga plays nila kay Josh Dollar talaga. At ngayon na nakahabol na sila, ang sabi naman ni Coach Bong is to run their plays na and go for higher percentage shots and lastly, get some stops. Balik sa inyo.
Important reminders para kay Coach Bong Ramos trying to fire up his wards. And obviously, kung ganun nga naman kainit yung import mo, good instructions mula dito kay Coach Bong Ramos.
Pag mainit yung import mo, ibigay mo lang ng ibigay sa kanya. Milk it till it's hot. And then now that they're able to get back, give him a little bit of breathing room, rotate your men, move that basketball, get your locals involved.
Chris Ross, siya naman ang gumugulo dito kay Josh Dollar. Strong drive to the rim, no call on the contact. Benisi from long range. And that almost goes in. Pero nakakuha ng foul ito si Mick Benisi. Nakakuha foul mapipito kay Junmar Fajardo. Benisi.
Able to compete against the San Miguel Beermen with 5 minutes and 17 left here in the fourth quarter. You know, if they hang tough, definitely a winnable basketball game para sa Barako Bull.
Benisi though misses the first. At ito po ang ating Gatsby Pogi look of the day, brought to you by Gatsby Hairstyling Waxby Gatsby Pogi para laging selfie ready. Barako Bull takes the lead. 2 of 3 from the line. Para kay Mick Benisi, 93-92. He has 13 points in the game. Bayan ng loob at this point of the fourth quarter. Ross drives baseline. Binigay kay Santos. They swing it over to Marshall for 3. That's good! Marshall Lassiter, cold-blooded and hot-handed. 3-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
So consistent, Marshall Lassiter, just waiting for the right time at the right moment.
Dollard kontra Chris Ross. Naka-zone defense sa San Miguel Beer. Miranda. Tried to draw foul. No call. Fajardo on the break. And he throws it down. Second dunk of the game for Junmar Fajardo. San Miguel Beer with a 97-93 lead. Patibayan ng loob. Palakasan ng depensa. Kung sino matibay, siyang matitira dito sa ating fourth quarter. At lamang ang San Miguel Beer kontra sa Barako Bull. Excellent ball movement. Sabi mo nga, Dom, consistent shooting for Marshall Lassiter. 19 points in the game. At eto naman Arwin Santos getting the stop and Fajardo throwing it down on the break. Here's Barako Bull looking to get within striking distance here in the fourth. 4 na minuto pa natin tira. Dollard. Inilapit ang bola. Dipsy-do move, doesn't finish. San Miguel Beer the other way. Lassiter. Binigay kay Arwin Santos. Arwin, pinapatay ni Willie Wilson. Finds Junmar. Short stab. Santos up high for the rebound and the putback. Tuloy-tuloy ang pagkayon ni Arwin Santos. 16 points sa ating laro.
Talk about the support for the San Miguel Beermen. 16 points for Santos, 15 for Fajardo, and 19 for Lassiter. And 13 para dito kay Paulo Hubalde.
Ron J. Benefe from the corner just wedges it at the side of the rim. Benefe kanina productive yung kanyang third quarter. So we remind everyone this PLDT Home Evolution PBA Commissioner's Cup presented to you by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. San Miguel Beer winning the tip. Under 4 minutes remaining. 99-93 ang ating score. San Miguel Beer lamang kontra Barako Bull. Chris Ross trying to penetrate. Binigay kay Arwin Santos. Fajardo, 1-on-1 against Benisi. Dilabas ulit kay Chris Ross for 3. Masyado malakas. Rebound. Makukuha dapat ni Arwin Santos pero may pinitong foul.
It's another test for the Barako Bull Energy Colas. They're down by 6, 3 minutes and 7 left. A test if they can make the good decisions in plays like this.
Dollard will go to the free throw line. Swishes the first, patuloy pag-score nito si Josh Dollard. At punta muna tayo sa courtside with Apple David.
Alam mo, James, masaya itong si Coach Bog, the way his players reacted and adjusted sa laban nila kontra Talk and Text. And in spite their loss, wherein almost natalo nila ang Texters, they stay positive. Sabi pa nga ni Coach, we'll continue pounding the rock until it breaks, at mukhang yun na nga ang sinusubukan nilang gawin sa game na to. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Apple. It's sometimes, ganun lang yung kailangan mo doon. You just have to keep hammering away, stay positive, and hope that will carry you over the hump. Nakikita natin ngayon kung magagawa pa yan ang Barako Bull. Kontra dito sa San Miguel Beer. Santos, pinan kay Jones. Open for a jumper. Short. Fortuna fires it up. Dollard in the open court. Sidesteps his way to the rim. Misses. And the defense na pinakita ni Arwin Santos. Almost a turnover. Pero nakarecover si Marshall Lassiter.
A good defense that time by Willie Wilson.
Jones, binigay kay Arwin. Barako Bull scrambling on defense. Kevin Jones recovers, puts it up and in, gets the finish of the foul. The crowd coming to life para sa San Miguel Beer.
Gotta appreciate the effort of Barako Bull, Fortuna, and Buena Fe, trying to hold the fort against Kevin Jones. But Kevin Jones able to control that basketball, getting the 2 points and the foul.
Unfortunately, hindi niya makuha yung bonus free throw. 101-95. Approaching the last 2 minutes. Ang ating laro, Fortuna open from the corner. Inalugang palabas.
A tough miss for Jeric Fortuna, but still a winnable ball game, just down by 6 points.
At tatawag ng timeout on the floor. 2:05 remaining. 101. But they have to grit their teeth and do something right now.
Kung balita natin, itong Air 21 will be fielding in a new import.
Wesley Witherspoon is his name. Bukas siya magpapakitang gilas para sa Air 21 Express. Balik muna tayo dito sa ating laro. 101-95. 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Mercado. Strong drive. Supal-pala sa taas. Ball.
Good defense that time by Barako Bull. They will review kanino mapupunta yung bola, but regardless, that was good defense preventing San Miguel Beer to score on that opportunity.
Ang laking bagay na meron kang gwardiya tulad ni Sol Mercado who can almost penetrate at will pag ginusto niya makasalaksak sa depensa. Pero itong Barako Bull playing excellent defense in that last sequence. Sol Mercado had to sit down for 3 minutes because of the flagrant 1 foul na naipito laban sa kanya. He has 2 minutes left to compensate for the lost time. Kanyang inupo sa bench. Junmar Fajardo has been playing well, scoring in 2 fast break dunks and easy baskets at the rim. Tingnan natin itong replay. Natapik ni Mick Benici palabas. Ang question, on the way down, did it touch anyone? Mukhang wala. From that angle at least, mukhang mapupunta ulit sa San Miguel Beer possession.
But only with 6 seconds left on their shot clock. So we talked about Barako Bull needing the important stops down the line.
Ball stays with San Miguel Beer. Papalit ng tao dito ang Barako Bull, sending in Enoch Miranda and Dorian Peña on the floor. Fajardo asking for it. Ginugulo siya ni Dorian Peña. 4 left to shoot. Junmar.
Oh, fantastic defense by Dorian Peña, forcing Junmar Fajardo into that turnover.
Maganda substitution para kay Coach Bong Ramos. Dorian Peña doing his 1:51 left para sa isang huling hirit mula dito sa Barako Bull Energy Cola. They are down by 6. Game reset. Both teams with 1 full timeout, both with 2 30-second timeouts. 1 foul to give. para sa Barako Bull. Buenafe working hard. Benisi popping out of a screen from the corner. Masyado malakas. Lassiter controls the rebound.
Well set up play by Barako Bull, just not knocking it down. Now again, it's defense that will keep them in this ball game.
Mercado tatawag the play. Looking to dance with his defender. Sol. 6 left to shoot. Inside pass. Fajardo contra Mick Benisi. Takes him down to the post. Fadeaway jumper. Mintes. Jones the rebound. The putback is good.
All important offensive rebound for Kevin Jones now with 25 points, not giving up on that play.
103 to 95. A minute remaining in this competitive fourth quarter. Miranda, ginamit the screen ni Willie Wilson. Crosses over. Kicks it out. Benisi for 3. That's good. Mick Benisi converts. 3-point shot brought to you by BLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Keeping themselves alive, moving that basketball. Mick Benisi missed the first one but did not hesitate with the second one, knocking it down.
Mercado kicks it out to Jones. Binigay kay Arwin. Great closeout defense mula sa Barako Bull. Jones for 3. Mintes and Fajardo wrestles the rebound away mula kay Mick Benisi. Lucky bounce.
With that offensive rebound of Julmar Fajardo, it's been difficult for him to try to get or out-position Mick Benisi, but he's just at it and at it every single play. That time, yung kanyang hard work paid off.
103 to 98, 29.3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. At tatawag ng timeout ito San Miguel Beer. Joshua Dollard has been spectacular throughout the game, 44 points. But if Barako Bull cannot equalize, those 44 points will be going down the drain. Nonetheless, great game para kay Joshua Dollard. Makinig muna tayo dito sa handle na ito. Bull Energy Cola. But first, they have to get a stop. 103 to 98 ang ating score.
Get a stop and try to push that basketball, get a quick 2.
Arwin Santos kontra Willie Wilson. Maraming oras pa natitira sa shot clock. Sol, bounce pass to Kevin Jones. And he wants to waste some time off bago sila dumiskarte. Lassiter kontra Buenafe. Marshall slicing and dicing. Finding Kevin Jones. Knockdown triple for Kevin Jones. Brought to you by BLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 3 goggles mula kay Rico Meyerhofer.
I was really surprised why it took itong Barako Bull to decide if they were going to foul or not. They opted to play good defense, but in the end, naka 3 points pa itong San Miguel Beermen.
Marshall Lassiter making that last play happen. Kevin Jones lining up the 3. At yun yung sinasabi mo, Dom, at the top of the coverage, Kevin Jones doing all those other things, showing yung versatility niya as an offensive player.
Well, Kevin Jones, not that flashy, but very effective for the San Miguel Beermen. They talked about chemistry. They talked about him being able to fit in the system and with the other players. Looks like they found the import for them.
And Jones with his inside and outside play has been very crucial so far para sa kanyang mga laro dito sa PBA Commissioner's Cup. At susunod po na inyong mapapanood, a grudge match, rain or shine kontra sa San Mig Coffee. Dito lang po yan sa TV5. 8.7 left. Barako Bull not giving up. Denok Miranda, desperation heave, bounces out. Joshua Dollard adds to his total 46 points. And that will do it para sa ating laro. San Miguel Beer protecting their lead and getting the 6-point victory. 106 to 100 kontra sa Barako Bull Energy Cola. Kevin Jones and the rest of the Beermen spectacular sa ating laro. And the Beermen will take home this victory and they get magical win number 4. Could this be the start of something special para